record this too. All right, so hey y'all, I'm Patrice.
I'm Corey.
And we're kind of doing a dual thing. So we're recording live on our computer, and we are also recording on the phone. So we got a couple things going on, but it's lots of fun. So we are chatting more today about how we were able to fix our lives. We got engaged back in 2013. Was it? It was 2013.
Yeah, it was November 2013.
Wow, that doesn't feel so new anymore. That's cool. We're old all of a sudden. We got engaged November 2013, and I realized that I was fat and I needed to fix that. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like now, just like all brides, they start freaking out and they're like, now what do I do? So I knew that I wanted to lose about 15 pounds. I knew that my love handles, my back, my arms, all these areas, I just did not want to flap in the wind when I was putting this wedding dress on. And we just wanted to be healthier. Like, you just don't want to start a life in that way unhealthy. So we kind of had that concern. So
you don't want to take forever pictures looking like a pudge ball, okay? Because them pictures is going to be around forever. You don't want to be looking like a pudge ball. You want to look good.
This is so true. So I'm actually...
What you doing?
Sorry. It'll come up for me in a second. I'm trying to make this pop up for me and it's not letting me do that.
Is it speaker up? Oh, okay.
There we go. Awesome. Sorry. Okay. So we wanted to do that. So here we are. We are trying to figure out what's next. So in terms of our eating habits, what was eating like for us back then? Do you remember?
Well, it was a little bit different because at that particular point in time, we were pretty successful in the business, right? We had been doing the business for, 8-9 months, something like that. So we're coming around on a year. So that meant we had a little bit more money to go out and eat food and take advantage of all the delectable sit-down dinner restaurants. Cooking was something that was a little difficult to do because we were both busy. And trying to figure out a way and a time to kind of get things cooked was a little bit difficult. So snacking was a pretty heavy thing. Eating out of restaurants was a pretty heavy thing.
Every day we were like, we got money, we can eat food.
Drive-throughs were a pretty heavy thing. So basically, whatever was fast, convenient, quick, easy, and painless in a sense is kind of what the eating habits was like.
So we decided that we needed to change. So we actually started with Weight Watchers first, and that was really helpful. But then we were like, okay, but we still need some more help. So we did do, I don't know why my computer is not really like, okay, sorry y'all. My computer.
Some right click love.
Right. All right, no matter. We'll figure it out.
It's like Inception,
cool, right? So we decided to start with the It Works regimen, and we started with the Greens Reboot. I don't know, did you make the Greens Reboot? Did you live through that?
No, I didn't. I think about it because I was like, I remember when I downloaded the PDF, and like it was insane. I tried, but like I did not make it through. That reboot was real life.
Too rough.
Yeah, it was real life.
I loved it, and I actually dropped about 7 pounds with that pretty quickly. So to give y'all a recap, the Greens Reboot, the Greens is actually one of our number 2. Well, it is our number 2 bestseller. It's just a blend of fruits and vegetables. So you get 8 servings of fruit, you get 8 servings of vegetables, and it's amazing because you get the burst of energy, you're naturally detoxing, right? So you're getting all of this all at the same time. So you do a couple different rounds of that. I feel like I did the greens maybe like 6 times a day. It was something like that. I combined it with ThermoFit to help increase my metabolism, to help with my appetite, because again, we were snackers. We worked from home. So I combined that. I did It's Vital Core, which you'll tell them more about in your experience, right? In just a little bit. And that combination was amazing. I kind of watched what I ate throughout the day, and just using those products, like I felt amazing. My stomach flattened out without too many wraps. So I really like transformed.
You also fasted in the morning too.
I did.
Yeah,
I just kind of had bananas. Yeah. So it was awesome because my body just got fruits and vegetables purely in the morning, and I would have small meals after that. So That was awesome.
Did you tell them why that was so important to you? Because of the girl you saw at the store? Did you
Oh
tell
my
them
gosh,
that?
no.
Yeah.
So I remember getting my dress fitted for the second time, and a girl next door was literally like, I've never heard anyone cry, like a grown woman cry like that ever in my life, besides on movies. And she was like, ah! And I'm like, what is this lady doing? And she's crying because she's like, well, I, try everything. I've been dieting. I've been, working out. I guess what she did was, which I was guilty of too, I didn't want to buy my dress in a size 12. Like it felt plus size to me. And like, I knew better than that, So I bought my dress in a size 10 and I'm like, I'm going to fix this. Like, I'm going to get in this 10. So I guess we do that as women. And I guess maybe she did the same thing. She didn't want a certain number on her dress, and she just couldn't fix her body in time to get there.
She ain't had the greens, bruh.
She ain't had the greens.
She ain't had the greens, bruh.
She had a wrap.
Nope.
So she was crying. So my mother looked at me. She's like, "You better not come in here and act like that." I said, "Yes, ma'am. I'ma fix it." So the greens reboot really helped fix me the wraps. So I actually went back like a week and a half later, and the lady was like, "You can't lose any more weight. Like, you're not gonna fit this size." And I was like, "Don't tell me that. Like, don't get me pumped up." So that was my regimen. I did Shaun T like 3 times. Corey once again was like, "Nah, not doing Shaun T." I loved it, but his rhythm is.
I ain't
so
got that
different.
much coordination.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So all that confusing stuff, that was not for me. I'm like, my brain is tired, my body tired. I can't dance right now, bro. I can't do that. So that was not a good look for me.
So, but you did lose weight though. So what did you do before the wedding to get your life back?
At that particular point, I had a different view on weight than I do now. We'll get into that a little bit once we get into the second half of the story. But basically, I just kind of got to a point to where, like, as long as I looked okay, I was good. So I had stopped the bleeding, per se, you know what I mean? I had gotten to like a comfortable spot, and like I was good with it, you know what I mean? Like, I used to have like barriers, right? So like once my weight hit a certain threshold, then I had to, drop it down. I couldn't go over this particular margin. So, with what you were talking about earlier, as far as like the greens, ThermoFit was a huge thing in the house, and then fat fighters as well too.
Big deal.
Yeah. Taking those and, just trying to eat healthier. So what I would do actually was like I would like cut fast food out. And my rule was if I had to drive through, I wouldn't do it. So, like I would go for like a week or something like that, or maybe like, the most like a month, and just kind of cut that off. And then like that would lead me to places like a Panera or, something like that, just to kind of like get my eating in kind of like an order. So I was able to effectively manage, and kind of sustain and hover around, what my weight was at that time, what got me into my suit, and what I thought looked good on me. So that's kind of like how I managed it.
So I'm going to transition to you, because after we got married, Corey told me, he said, I can let myself go now.
I was partly joking, but like I was dead serious. I was like, yo, well, like, so I'll talk like this. I was like, well, I'm married, so, I get fat now. Like, you stuck with me, gotcha.
So after we got, but no, like life happens. Like you're happy, we vacationed a lot, especially last year. Like we had 14 different trips that we took last year.
I retired from my job. So,
yes.
Even though we worked from home before, retiring from your job basically means that like, you're now home all the time. You don't have to leave the house to go to work or to go do something. So food is literally in the next room 24 hours out of the day. You get bored. You know what I mean? When you get bored, you eat. You know what I mean? So you look to food. You look to food for comfort. So a combination of kind of de-stressing from the wedding and making sure everything fit and everything went right. Retiring from my 9 to 5, being at home. Still the same thing. I was going to say influence of money, but I guess that's a good thing. Like, making more money means that you have more options. You ain't got to eat in the house. You don't have to go to the grocery store to kind of stay on budget. You can do whatever.
And just side note, like we actually paid for our wedding in all cash with the business. So like us using the products, and like my weight loss transformation was amazing, and Corey lost weight too. So that before and after picture, people were like, I'm a bride too. Like, what do I got to do to get in my dress, to lose the weight, to tone up? So we earned income just because we were on this journey and we were willing to blog it. So we actually paid for our wedding. straight cash. We got married in Mexico, beachfront wedding, which was my dream. We came back to Maryland. My mother was like, well, you can't just do that beach stuff. So I had to come back to Maryland and do a reception, and we took 2 honeymoons. So we really got to have what we envisioned as our wedding, and that was amazing. So we came home, we had the passion of traveling, so that's what we did, but we gained weight. So Corey has made a really recent, I've lost 15 pounds even since gaining it back, getting fat for no reason. So I've lost 15 pounds on the system, which you guys will learn more about later on tonight. But Corey, how much weight have you lost?
Well, we probably need a calculator, but at
about
last
35, right? Just give it an estimate.
probably, yeah.
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 Yes.
Oh wait, my hand. But yeah, no. So about 35. So what happened was, same thing. I just treated my weight as kind of like a manageable thing. So like as long as I didn't cross the threshold, like I was okay. It would kind of fluctuate. But in August of last year, I got on the scale and it said 262.8. And I remember that number because I was like, Doug, like if you don't do something, yo, like you're going to be like 300 pounds. Like, bro, and that ain't going to be a good look. You know what I mean? You're closer to 300 right now than you are to 200. So I started to, try to find a way to, once and for all, like, make a big dent in it so that way I wouldn't be in like crisis mode every other month. So, I was good. I started to make some changes, here and there. And, I got 10 pounds off. But then holidays hit, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, family and food, food and family. And then around January of this year, a buddy of mine, Patrick, had made a group for the men in It Works, right? And he basically shared, kind of what his regimen was and what he did. And that is what really helped. So since January, so about 25 pounds in overall, and a little bit more than, about 20 pounds or so. No, I'm sorry, what am I talking about? What is it, like, we lost 35 together.
Yeah. Right? Well, I mean, I guess, just giving them overview. So.
Okay, so I've lost about 30. I'm sorry, I got my math all twisted. I should have wrote this stuff down. But I've went down from 262.8 to 231.2 this morning. I think it what it was, 230. Yeah. So how much weight that is? It's like 30 pounds basically, right? And a majority of that has been coming off rather since the beginning of this year. So I did the system as well. I did a little bit of an abbreviated version of it. I had a specific plan that I used to incorporate certain things into it. So, for example, greens are a daily thing for me. Like once we wrap this video up, I'm gonna go fill up my little tumbler shaker cup thingy, fill it up with my greens. It's Vital has been amazing for me. We spoke about that earlier, and we said we would talk about it a little bit later. But It's Vital has been amazing for me.
So tell me what that is.
Well, it's these magical things that I use. No, but It's Vital is basically like a multivitamin in a sense. There's 2 variations of it. There's It's Vital and It's Vital Core Nutrition. I was just taking It's Vital. So it's just a multivitamin basically. But it's been amazing for me, man. So I made small changes to my diet, and I have taken greens and It's Vital, and that's made a humongous difference for me. I was working out in the gym for a whole solid year once I retired, because I said that was the goal. Like if I came home, I had to go get active. I couldn't say, I don't have time to work out or anything else like that. But I still gained during that process. And I realized that, I didn't really know how to manage myself, right? Like I knew more about my car than I did about my own body, which is insane. But following my guy Patrick's regimen that he had set up for his guys, using my products consistently and daily, I mean, it's helped me. You know what I mean? So, I legit, I had a pair of pants that we just got back from Atlanta. I had a pair of pants that I was wearing that were a 40, I think, a 40 in the waist. And I'm like, Treese, I got to go 3 belt notches. My pants were bunched up in the front like this because there was just too much fabric. So I got to retire those pants, man. So, hopefully by tomorrow morning, once I hop up on the scale, I'll be back down into the 220s, and that'll be the first time, in 4 years or 3 years. Let's just say three.
Since 2013.
2013, yeah. So that's 3 years. So the first time in 3 years that I've been down to that particular weight, I look completely different. I feel completely different. It's amazing. Clothes fit differently. You know, it's just like I ain't got to take up that much space. I'm trying to get past people. You know what I mean? It's just been a good look altogether, man. And the beautiful part about it is I've been able to help others. So, you know, not only have, and I mean, we've always been able to do that, you know, always been able to give back to others. So whether it was from, you know, the business and how that helped us pay off debt, or it was from, you know, us losing weight, or, you know, just anything. So, you know, if we've accomplished it, we've always been able to, you know, reach back, you know, grab somebody and show them how to do it as well. So, you know, that's been an amazing testimony to the journey.
That's dope. So what's next? So if you are a couple, if you're like, I am either engaged, I'm married, I'm in a long-term relationship, we would love for you to join us. So you can either join us on the first half of our journey, which was we're getting married. We have a deadline that we got to look good for. So we were able to get our lives together quickly to look good in our wedding pictures, which are actually, they will be on the screen. They kind of play in our living room. Or if you're just like us and we're just on a lifelong health journey.
We had a deadline and a deadline. You like that, right?
Everything sounds so clever. Let me tell you how clever
we had a deadline and a deadline. You like that? Let's play it right there. I'm gonna post that next.
Or if you're, you know, like us, like, you know, you get married, life changes, you're going through different things, and your eating changes, your time changes. So we've been able to, again, I lost 15 pounds, he's down over 30, and just getting our energy back, our lives back, we can help you with that too. So we do have a 90-day challenge that we're doing with our group. We provide you guys with support with meal plans and smoothie recipes, workouts, all kinds of stuff. Just really excited for y'all to join us with that. And of course, you have us if you have questions. You know, if you're wondering, how do I use this product, or what are you using, or
who better to ask than someone that is currently going through it and someone that has success while doing it. I mean, listen, I'm no expert, but I can tell you what I did. I can tell you the pitfalls, the hard things, the challenging things. I can tell you where I went wrong at in the past, and I can tell you what to do to make sure that you continue to keep that going. You know, because you know, just a side note, like when we try like Weight Watchers and stuff before, I would never make it past 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So it is now February the 25th, so almost 60.
It's my birthday!
Yay! 30 days into mine. Huh?
It wasn't a lot.
Oh, let's try it again. Ready? Am I birthday?
Right, it's my birthday!
Yeah! Wait, they can't see over there. It wasn't sarcastic. I was excited. I tried to do that. What's that dude who used to try to run for president? It was like, yeah! Anyway, back to the program. We lost our train of thought.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, I hadn't done anything longer than 3 weeks. You know, and this has been going on for 60 days, and ain't no signs of stopping. You know what I mean? So it's definitely been
a lifestyle change.
Exactly.
That's dope. So that's all that we have. We're also looking to help other couples get out of debt, because I have over $125,000 in student loan debt. And that's what really brought me to this business, because I'm like, well, if I can get paid to tell my friends, I'm going to get skinny anyway. I'm going to tell the whole world about this. I knew 4 people would want to either lose weight, tone up, you know, do what I was doing, have parties. So like, we're actually partying in the background now. Like, it's just what we love to do. So I knew that would be a good fit for me. So while I was going through my journey, using the products, having my own testimony, I fell in love with it. So now that we're both full-time with the company, we can actually focus on our health, but also focus on who can we help get out of debt. We've bought our dream home. We've been able to get Corey out of debt. He had credit card debt. He had, we paid the truck off. That was a horrible interest rate for that.
Paid the truck off, paid the car off. Credit card debt,
medical bill debt. Mm-hmm. And then for me, it was just credit cards. I've actually paid off an entire loan so far from Bank of America for school, so I'm just taking them one at a time. But just definitely excited about 2016 and all it brings.
It's been over 50.
Yeah.
Just kind of doing the mental math. It's been over 50K in debt paid off.
We need to actually start talking about that.
Yeah, because your loan was
17.
The truck was 11. You know, the credit card. Yeah, so whatever. It's crazy, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's absolutely insane, and that has allowed for us to, you know, be able to answer the phone and not like ducking it out when people call.
Yeah.
That helped us get into position to buy the house that we're broadcasting from and everything else, man.
So
been good.
either way, you want to take the journey with us, we can get you a referral link. You can refer your friends. We can get you 40% off, so you can use what we use. But
all we do is help our friends and make more friends. That's it. So.
Well, thanks for tuning in, y'all. If you have more questions, let us know. We're actually going to go live again in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're going to actually talk more about, I forgot who's next. Oh, yes, we have 2 ladies that lost 30 pounds or more so far. And they're going to talk more about their journey. So if you're looking more to lose more than like, because Corey's at 30 now, so woo woo, you're in that club. But if you have a bigger weight loss goal, we've had 2 people who have lost weight, and they're going to chat more about how they did it. So see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.